Yo, what's up and welcome. I am the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to Return to Glory, where we're doing the wrap-up video today. And you might be wondering, wait a minute, we haven't seen the season finale video where we find out if I made the Champions League and if we won the Europa League or not. And, well, we're starting this video off with an explanation of why you're not seeing that. And it's a story of the most unfortunate timing that you will ever encounter in your life. So, if you follow me on Twitter, you would know that the other night there was a thunderstorm. And I tweeted about it because thunderstorms are awesome. I was enjoying it. I was watching, thunderstorms. Ooh, yeah, cool, exotic, it's nice, it's awesome. And then I tweeted that the thunderstorm knocked out the power at my house. And it did, but only for a second. And I said that luckily I saved the video that I was working on editing. That video was actually a Sounders episode, which came out, I think it'll be yesterday now. I don't know, the timing is all weird because of when I record and edit and everything like that. But I saved that video. That was fine. Nothing happened to that. However, at that exact moment that the power got knocked out, there was a video exporting from my Elgato to my PC. I had just finished recording the Season 3 finale of Return to Glory, which is supposed to be out right now. And in that little 5-minute window that it takes for the video to export, the power got knocked out. I lost all my footage. I have nothing to show you. I have no video of the season finale, so I can go ahead and tell you what exactly happened. And I moved on to the next season, the start of season number 4, but I haven't actually gone through July 1st yet, which is when everything rolls over. So I actually can still show you the table, the final table from last season, the final standings, and the final outcome of the Euro League and the Champions League and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and I can tell you exactly what happened in those final 2 games and where we sit right now and what's going to happen in this upcoming season. Alright, here are the final standings for season number 3 in the BPL. As you can see, we did get that victory in the final game over Spurs and secured our spot in the Champions League for next season. We finished in 4th place on 74 points, 2 points behind Man City and 2 points clear of Liverpool, who finished in 5th place. In the Euro League, we played Liverpool in the final and we beat them 2-1, so we did win back-to-back Euro League titles. The good news for Liverpool is they'll have another shot at it next year because they'll be back there again. We won't be, we'll be in the Champions League, thank God. Something else that happened was that in the Champions League, it was actually Juventus and Barcelona facing off in the final, just like in real life. And it was actually Juventus coming through and winning the Champions League over Barcelona 3-2. Just thought I'd share that with you because I thought it was a little bit interesting myself. But back to the Euro League final, that was one of the best games that we've played so far, and I really wish I could have shown that one to you in particular. We played so well. We dominated Liverpool in the first half, had a 2-0 lead going into halftime, and then played some very solid defense in the second half to finish that off and get the 2-1 victory. They did get a late goal on us with about 10 minutes left. That made me a little bit nervous, but we were able to see it out and take home this trophy for the second time in a row, 2 years running. It's been a very good run in the EuroLeague for us, and I'm looking forward to the Champions League next season. So there you have it. We do have a Champions League spot this season, and we did win the Europa League. I wish I could have shown you that. It was so awesome. The game against Liverpool in the EuroLeague final was insane. We played so well, but unfortunately, again, I just can't show it to you. So now we're going to move on to the awards for this last season, for season number 3. We're only going to do 3 awards this time. This video is going to be a little bit shorter than the last wrap-up video, which was almost 20 minutes long. So we're not going to do it that long. We're not going to do that much this time. We're going to do 3 awards, and that'll be it. So, our first award up this time is actually going to be the Unsung Hero Award. I wanted to continue on with this award because I think it's a really good way to showcase players that aren't always talked about, especially in the defensive end, because I don't show you a lot of defensive clips. But players that aren't always talked about, but they're actually vital parts of this team. So here are the nominees for the Unsung Hero Award. Jonathan Aracio-Gogny, Sam Byram, Terrence Congolo. So I know there are only 3 nominees there, but I want to highlight 2 other people as honorable mentions that could have made this list. Kondogbia was one. He was incredible after he came in. And then also Eric Dyer was a huge acquisition for this team, really helping out that defense a lot. But the winner of the Unsung Hero Award this season goes to Terrence Congolo. The guy is the anchor of the defense. He's the only other person rated 80 or above on this team other than Xherdan Shaqiri. And Shaqiri came in as an 80+. Congolo has grown consistently since I've gotten him. He's one of the most reliable players that I have, and he definitely is deserving of this award. The next award we're going to get into is going to be the Alan Shearer Top Scorer Award. It is a statistical award, so there's no nominees for it. It's just going to show you exactly who the winner of this was and who the top scorer of the team was. So go ahead and roll it. Kingsley Coman. So there you have it. The top scorer of the team this year is Kingsley Coman. And what you may not realize is that he didn't start out at striker the entire season. He started out at left winger, and he was scoring goals like crazy over there. And that's what prompted me to move him into the center forward spot. And he really flourished in that position. And we have some other things to talk about regarding who's going to play there next year, because there's some things that have happened at the end of the season that I haven't shown you yet that we're going to get into. So right now, for last season, Kingsley Coman is the top scorer. Congratulations to him. He is a monster. So we have one more award to get to before we move on and talk about the future of the team and do one last segment before we wrap this video up. And this award is going to be the Blue and White Boot, or the MVP of the season. Now, I'm just going to tell you who the nominees are, then I'll roll the clip to show you who the actual MVP is. The nominees for the MVP of the season are Jack Butland, Kingsley Coman, and Xherdan Shaqiri. These three guys, I can't even tell you enough how much they meant to this team. Each one of them was vital in the success that we had this season. So let's go ahead and see who the winner of the Blue and White Boot Award is. Jack Butland. That is right. You are seeing that correctly. I know last time I said that the Blue and White Boot Award winner should really be someone that's been here all season, but Jack Butland came in the January transfer window and dominated games in the goalkeeper position. Without him, I have no doubt in my mind we never would have made the Champions League for next season. We might not have won the Europa League. He was so incredible. You saw over. I never have shown so many defensive clips in my life, but Jack Butland made so many huge saves and was so good back there that there's no doubt in my mind that he's the MVP of this season. He was incredible. So now we're going to move on and talk about the future of this club, of Blackburn Rovers, for this upcoming season. Something happened at the end of season number 3, right before I switched over and transferred into season number 4, and that is Eden Hazard has decided not to renew his contract with Chelsea. And that means he's going to be a free agent in the upcoming transfer window. We could get one of the best players in the world for free. Now, that was not in my plans. Obviously, I didn't know that was going to happen until the end of the season. So what I had planned on doing, and I'll go ahead and tell you what the plan was I was going to go target Lacazette and bring him in and play him at center forward, move Coman back out to the left wing, Shaqiri on the right, and use that as my attack for next season. However, now that Eden Hazard is a possibility, I could get Eden Hazard, put him on the left wing, Coman in the middle, and Shaqiri on the right. So I want to know from you guys out there what I should do regarding the new player up front. Because Kane, we've already decided, is gone. He's out of the team. He's just not what we need over there to reach our ultimate goals. So what should I do? Should I go after Lacazette, or should I go after Hazard? It's a huge decision to make regarding this upcoming season. So the reason I'm going after big players in this transfer window is because I've decided, after looking at the support for this series, that this is going to be the last season that we do in charge of Blackburn Rovers. Unfortunately, as career mode series generally do, the support for it has kind of tapered off, and it's not what it once was. And that happens with career mode series. It's not a big deal. I'm not really upset by it, other than the fact that I've kind of grown attached to this team and the players on it. But it happens. It's understandable. So, yeah, this is going to be the last season that we do with Blackburn. So if we do not win the BPL this season, it will mean that we have failed our primary objective of returning Blackburn Rovers to their previous glory of BPL champions. That kind of sucks, because I wanted to do this until we succeeded. But unfortunately, that's just not going to be the case. Now, we do have a chance still to win a Champions League title, which is something that Blackburn's never done. But that was not our primary objective when we set out. So unfortunately, even if we win the Champions League and we don't win the BPL, that will mean that we have failed in this series, which kind of sucks, but it was fun while it lasted. It hasn't happened yet. I mean, we haven't failed yet. We still have a shot at winning it. I mean, we still could, But I just want to let you know that this will be the last season that we do with Blackburn Rovers, which means I need some suggestions on what I should do as a second series. I still have the Sounders career mode. That's going along great. It has a ton of support. I could not be happier with what's going on with that series. But we do need a second series to do on this channel. One that I had talked about in that Sounders series, or in the Sounders series, was doing a completely international management series. Just taking the U.S. men's national team and doing a series based on that, just international play. I think that could be something very, very cool. And I don't think it's something, at least I haven't seen very many of those, or any at all really, out there. So maybe that could be something that we do. Or we could do another Return to Glory where we take a team that has kind of fallen off the map a little bit, that once was great and is now struggling, and try to return them to their former glory just like we did with Blackburn. I really like the idea of the national team series, especially if we use the U.S. national team. They have a lot of young players that could develop into great players, and if we take that team and build that into the core of the national team, it could be a really, really interesting series, especially if you like to see players grow and things like that. So let me know what you think. As again, like I said, I like the national team idea, but I'm really open to any kind of a series that you can think of. So that is going to do it for season number 3 with Blackburn Rovers. Again, I'm so sorry that happened, that I can't show you the footage from the finale. It was so much fun, and it was really exciting to watch. And for once, we actually beat Tottenham, and we beat them quite handily. But unfortunately, you know, just bad luck and bad timing came into play, and we lost the footage. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, leave me some ideas for a new series, and I will see you when we start season number 4, the final season in charge of Blackburn Rovers. See ya.